The opinions and views expressed in the following video are for entertainment purposes only. They do not reflect the views of Twin Galaxies, Persistent Productions, or any of its affiliates.
Welcome to the Twin Galaxies Show, episode 19. I'm Josh Houselander here with Mike Janae and Mike Soroka. What's up with the baseball garb, Mike?
What? It's baseball season. Aren't you guys excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. That's cool.
I mean, it's spring, it's summer, you get outside and play some baseball. Or what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to sit at my couch and get my Xbox controller, and I'm going to play some Major League Baseball.
Well, why would you do that? You can't, I mean, you got to get a job, man. You got to earn a living. Why are you going to spend all your time doing that?
Because I'm going to make $1 million. 2K Sports on their brand new game is giving away $1 million to the first person who submits a score of a perfect game. Which, for you who are unfamiliar, a perfect game is no walks, no hits, no errors.
27 up, 27 out.
Yeah, exactly. A defensive masterpiece, as it's been called in the sport. Right. So you can check out the details at www.2ksports.com/perfectgame or on twingalaxies.com. There's a big banner that says $1 million. So
that's awesome.
That gives me a good reason to see you guys later.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, see you, man.
Yeah,
I guess good luck, buddy.
Thanks.
Yeah, all right, well, yeah, throw that perfect game. I mean, it shouldn't take you too long, I would think, right?
That's good though, because you can live with your crippling dust and grass allergy and make all that money. It's awesome.
He just left, in the middle of the show. Oh wait, Nick. Hey, what's up, man? Coming off the bench.
Off the bench, exactly. I'm the relief pitcher, I guess.
Oh yeah, I guess you wouldn't have a relief pitcher in a perfect game, but this isn't a perfect show.
This is not a perfect show.
No, not by a long shot, fellas.
It's a damn good one, though.
It is. Speaking of show in the form of perfection.
Okay. Following you.
Walter Day. Yeah, Our Day with Walter Day. Video is now available. Our Day with Walter Day and the Best of the Twin Galaxies Show Season 1 is available at twingalaxies.com. You can please check this out. Support us. Support Twin Galaxies. Just support. Just be supportive and support that which needs to be supported, like us and our DVD. We jam-pack this full of content.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's up?
Does this have the epic meltdown where Nick yelled at a grip for 3 hours?
No. That is still on the cutting room floor somewhere.
It's not my fault that he. I can't.
You're right.
That's fine. Okay. Yeah,
I understand. There's a restraining order.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah. No, for legal reasons, we couldn't put that on, and Nick can't talk about it.
All right, that makes sense.
I don't like Swiss cheese. I'm sorry. Whatever.
Our Day with Walter Day is going to give you 20 minutes of extra footage, never before seen on the internet. It's not only does it have an interview with Walter Day, but we got interviews with Steve Wiebe, Hank Chen, Andrew Laidlaw, Phil Day.
Wow.
Commentaries by quite a few of the tracks, actually.
Several of them, yeah, actually, which is cool.
Yeah.
A little more insight, just in case the behind the scenes stuff that went on.
But if you think you've seen it all on the internet, you actually haven't. There's a lot more on this DVD, jam-packed full of content that you've never seen before.
Yep.
So let's say I'm fired up the old personal computer and I'm looking to get a copy of this bad boy. Where do I go?
twingalaxies.com.
Awesome.
Also, Bonus Life Extended Play.
Yes.
This is, being talked about a lot in the world of competitive gaming right now. It's going to be big.
It is going to be
And
big.
we got a teaser trailer for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Sweet.
And here it is.
Steve Sanders, best-selling author.
I had my moment, and he should have his.
And maybe even pay us to do that.
No, I'm just joking. I don't doubt that.
Somebody had told me that the magazine pays $100 for every trick you can give them. I had discovered the B trick.
I don't believe that. No, I'm just joking. I don't doubt that.
And these are the latest new world records for Twin Galaxies.
Wait. No, are we watching the Kong off stuff?
No, we got to read world records first.
All right, fine.
We're going there in a bit, bud.
Get to the Kong off.
Fine.
I know you're excited.
Just read whatever. Go.
I know you missed it. You're
Fine,
excited.
go.
I get it, buddy.
For the Xbox 360 Live Arcade, Pac-Man Championship Edition DX Championship 2, Score Attack, 5 minutes, 1,913,540. Charlie Wenner, Lee Summit, Missouri. For the Wii, Mario Kart Wii, DS Yoshi Falls, Time Trial, Fastest Race, 1 minute, 6.766 seconds by Ben McClellan, Amherstburg, Ontario. Link's Crossbow Training, 1-1, high score, 102,555 by Michael Estep of Dublin, Ohio. Ooh, home of Wendy's. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Stadium, Multi-Man Brawl, Endless Brawl. This is an Endless Brawl. Kills, 309. That's damn. Thomas Travato, London, Ontario. And Tetris Party, single player marathon, 150 lines. High score, 370,516. Sean Sandifer of Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, awesome. We're done. So now we can watch the Kong-off footage, right?
No, we still have scores
But I
to
didn't
read.
get to go when I want to watch the footage.
I know, but
In a
we
second,
gotta read
dude.
some scores. That's what we do here at Twin Galaxies.
All right. Okay.
Patience.
All right.
Patience. For Maine, Bomb Jack, Marathon, points, 20,194,250 by Chris Bolding from North Coast, Australia. Also for the Maine, Bomb Jack, this is the Twin Galaxies tournament setting, also points, 3,088,980 by Paul Kearns from London, England.
I think it's a typo. I should say Bomb Jack Bowitz.
Oh, should it? For the arcade, Bubble Bobble. 6,060,730 points by Ali J. Cotton from Bridgewater in England as well. 6 million points on Bubble Bobble. That's nice.
Nice, that's pretty good.
Metal Slug, Super Vehicle, points. Single player only, 2,683,030 points by Cliff Reese from Centennial, Colorado. House of the Dead 4 points, single player, 97,320 by Stephanie D. Vaughn from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Single
One of my
player on that
favorite
one, too.
cities. Do love me Indianapolis,
That's
Indiana.
pretty cool.
For the Nintendo GameCube, Resident Evil 4, fastest completion, new round. 2 hours, 43 minutes, and 30 seconds by Ben Scott of Coon Rapids, Minnesota.
Wow.
For the WiiWare, another Bubble Bobble record, Bubble Bobble Plus, my favorite game ever. Bubble Bobble just as a whole favorite game ever. Arrange, one player points, 1,097,730 points by Brian Mundo. Also for the Wii, Super NES version of Super Mario World. 1,249,930 points by John Pompa from Reynoldsville, Pennsylvania. For the Game Boy / Game Boy Color, Penguin Wars. 838,500 points by Ryan Johnson from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Holy crap. Ryan, you gotta
The
help us out,
home
buddy.
of all-star goalie Tim Shovelday.
Wow.
Help us.
Ryan, we need your help.
Please help us.
Ryan, if you're watching the show, please contact Tim Shovelday. I'm sure he lives right down the street or something. And have him give me a call,
Yeah,
all right?
It's small. It's
Um,
a small
small
landmass
city.
up there.
Yeah, he can Facebook me, Twitter me, email, telephone, carrier pigeon. However he wants to get a hold of me. Ryan, we need your help. Please help us contact Tim Shovelday.
Now we can finally watch the Kong-off footage.
No.
What?
You can read your high
No,
scores.
you have, read your scores.
All right, fine.
The Kong-off can wait.
You guys went. Whatever. For the Sega Saturn, Galactic Attack points 896,300 from Estelle Goffinet in Springboro. For the Nintendo DS, Tetris DS points standard marathon 1,492,000 points by Isaiah Triforce Johnson of Brooklyn, New York, first man in North America to get a Nintendo 3DS.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Handed by Reggie himself. Pretty cool. PS3, Joe Danger. Joe Danger rides again. 88,024,950 points by William Willie Williamston III from Wyoming, Michigan. Added the Willie in there. Hope that's cool, buddy. The Xbox 360.
He's used to it.
Dance Central, Galang 05 by MIA. 310,476 points from Elizabeth Bollinger
Yeah, baby.
from Ottumwa, Iowa.
The new president of the International Video Game Hall of Fame.
Very cool.
Heck yeah.
Congrats, Liz.
Also, for the MAME, we have Mario Brothers, hard settings, 1,225,680 points by Stephen Boyer of Hanahan, South Carolina. And, last but not least, Donkey Kong points on the MAME, 1,153,000 points from Dean Saglio in Westerly, Rhode Island.
Beautiful.
This is a huge score because,
Yeah.
as we know, I mean, the MAME translates very closely
Yeah.
to the
pretty
almost
close.
exact to the original Donkey Kong
Yeah.
cabinet. And this score actually is higher than Hank Chen's score on the Donkey Kong arcade game.
Interesting.
So this is huge. I mean, if Dean Saglio in essence is the virtual king of Kong, if you will.
The emulated King of Kong.
He is.
You were talking him up pretty hardcore. Where?
You know,
were you talking
at
about,
the Kong
the
Off.
Kong Off.
What's that?
No, I've seen Dean Saglio play Donkey Kong live
You were telling
in
me about it
person.
big time,
You
yeah.
know, on a true Donkey Kong cabinet, and he's got skills. I mean, his Donkey Kong skills are right up there with Hank, Steve, Bill. You know, all these guys that you know we talk about all the time. His name needs to be mentioned with all these guys.
If only there had been an event where all of those guys were together in one place.
There was an event, sir. It was called the Kong Off.
Oh.
And we'll be covering it very soon.
That's what that is.
In fact, we'll be covering it right after this. But nominate next month's World Records by sending us an email at podcast@tgi-mail.org or leave us a voicemail at 313-334-4TGI.
So now, do we get to watch the Kong Off footage, or what?
Next up, exclusive Kong Off footage.
We're here at the Kong Off. Josh Houselander, Michael Stroka. I don't see you here. Why weren't you here?
Be here.
It's a great event. We got great Donkey. Look at this. There's 11 Donkey Kong machines here, and I'm really excited. Obviously, you'll see this after the Kong Off for sure. But it's so great to see all these great Donkey Kong players. We've been watching them practice.
We're getting ready for the big announcement. Everybody's going to be walking in one by one. Got 11 great players here. Hopefully, you see some kill screens.
Yep. New to the Twin Galaxies Donkey Kong scoreboard is Kyle over here, who has an extensive NES collection.
Yes.
That's what I love, that you're here at the Kong Off. You're also a console player as well and a collector as well.
Right, that's where I started. Growing up, I played a lot of NES games, and I just decided like 5-6 years ago that I was going to start trying to collect them all. And right now I'm too short of a complete collection of NTSC U.S. release games.
That's awesome. Now, for Donkey, obviously you have Donkey Kong for NES, I assume. Did a lot of your skill come from that in the first place? First time you played Donkey Kong, was it on the NES?
Actually, you might be surprised to find out I've never played Donkey Kong on the NES.
Oh, really? Wow.
You own it, though, of course.
Yes, I have the game. There's
Right, Donkey
Donkey
Kong
Kong,
Classics as
Donkey
well.
Kong Classics. Yeah, there's a few Donkey Kong games on the NES, and I haven't ever played them.
Well, in January you're now fourth on the Donkey Kong Twin Galaxies board. What was your score? 900.
970,300. And I actually achieved that score after the original 10 were invited to this competition. And Richie was nice enough to jump through a lot of hoops and get an 11th machine here for me to be able to play. So, I'm excited to be here.
Do you have a Donkey Kong machine at home or nearby?
Yes, I got one of the red radar scope Donkey Kong machines that they turned into a Donkey Kong machine. And I got that a little bit less than 2 years ago, actually.
Cool. Now, was the film King of Kong and the fame of this world record get you into playing Donkey Kong?
Yeah, definitely. I saw the movie, and I always thought, like, what can I do in this game? So, I found the arcade machine for a good deal and, in the Kansas City area, and just got it and started playing.
So who do you think's going to get second place here?
Second place? Yeah.
You're first.
Who do you fear the most?
All right. Second place is going to be Hank.
I'm here with Paris Hilton of Video Gaming. Who do you think's going to win?
Hank Chen.
So who do you think's going to win the Kong off this weekend?
Well, I know Billy's going to win, so.
Oh, mascot here?
Yeah, well, I just came to support my fellow Americans. Hoping he wins.
Going on with Hank, probably.
Steve Wiebe, definitely. Steve Wiebe.
Who do you think's going to win the Kong off this weekend?
You see my shirt?
Yeah, that explains it enough. Nope.
Dean Saglio.
Good choice.
It's going to be close. I'd probably say Hank Chen.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're here with Donkey Kong at the Kong Off. Hey, Donkey Kong. Who's going to win the Kong Off?
Hank.
Oh, really? Yep, for sure. Oh, okay. Here, is that the person you're the most afraid of? Is
yeah,
Hank?
he's pretty good. He's gonna try to get his girl back, but gonna try my best not to let it happen.
Right on. Thanks a lot, Donkey Kong. Good luck today, man. I know you're up against a lot.
Yep.
Get 11 good people coming at you, but good luck, man. We're here with Dave McCrary at the Kong Off. His Kong high score is 914,200 points. That's correct, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
What's your high score for today? How you been doing so far?
Well, I'm struggling a little today. I'm kind of in the 400,000 range, but a lot of the guys are averaging like 600 and 700. We had one kill screen, and Hank Chen's on top right now without even getting a kill screen. I think he has 980,000.
Yeah, Eric Howard got the
kill screen. Yeah, it was a great job.
Although they're doing a few different little mini competitions, right?
Yeah. They started off with the fastest race to the end of level 5, something I've never tried before. But I'm pretty good at just running through the boards sometimes. So.
And you won that, right?
I won that. Yeah, it was right down to the neck with me. Thanks, with me, Hank and Billy. So we were a fun little matchup.
That's pretty cool. So what was that? You had to race to level?
Yeah, points didn't matter. Even if you died, you just kept going. It was the fastest person to finish level 5.
Cool. Very cool. So. Out of everybody here, I mean, there's a lot of Donkey Kong kill screen guys, these days. 11 guys playing, right? Who do you fear the most?
Oh, right now it's got to be Hank. He's the most consistent right now, and I actually expected a little more out of Steve Wiebe today because he was very consistent at all his other shows. So right now, Hank's proven to be the one right now that's can pretty much attack at any time.
Yeah. Well, hey Dave, thanks a lot for coming on.
No
and
problem.
Good luck today, man. You still got some time, so hopefully.
Thanks a lot.
Everybody, we're here with Steve Sanders, the original King of Kong and current Joust World Record holder. Steve, I want to say sorry I left my red hat in your washer last night.
My white shirt's totally pink now, Josh. I mean, what up?
No, we're here right next door to the Kong Off. We just wanted to get a few words on you, from you. With pretty cool, huh?
It's been great. This Kong Off, put together by Rich and by Billy, is just a fantastic event. When I heard about it, I thought, oh my gosh, I have to be there. I mean, it's Donkey Kong, and it's the biggest thing to happen to Donkey Kong since the King of Kong. So it's just been a great, great event.
Cool. Who do you like over there? Who do you think's winning it all?
If I had to bet, and I'm not betting, but if I had to bet, it would not surprise me if Dean Saglio, is it Salio or Saglio?
I think it's Saglio.
Okay, it wouldn't surprise me a bit if Dean Saglio ends up taking the new record.
I actually predicted him earlier too. He's great. I mean, there's a lot of great competitors over there.
A lot of great competitors over there.
Yeah, and do you think he's the scariest guy?
Well, they're all scary. I mean, I just mentioned Dean Saglio, but I'll tell you what, people sometimes kind of forget that when Billy Mitchell has set his records recently, I mean, the last record he set, which was in July of 2010, he had the 1 million, was it 1,061,000, I think, and let his last two men die at the end of not level 21, at the end of level 20. So he had at least 50 or 55,000, maybe even 60,000 points left in the tank on that game. So that game would have been 1.12, 1.11, something like that. Billy's definitely got it in him. He can do it.
Yeah, I was talking with Billy playing the other day, and he's telling me how I haven't played for 9 months, and he's jumping barrels. He's looking over his shoulder. He didn't look like he hadn't played 9 months to me. I believe him, but he looked pretty good to me.
I was there last night watching Billy explain to the group about the event, and he casually mentioned that he hadn't played for a long time. I think out of fairness to him, he's a little worried that people are going to say he doesn't look so good. I thought he was this great video game player. He's not so great. Well, the truth of the matter is, I know as a joust player, if I don't play for a year, I'm rusty. Oh my gosh, I'm rusty. And I talked to Bill enough to know he has not had the time to play. In fact, he seldom plays between September and May. for the last 20 years, that's been the story of his life, not playing between September and May because he's a family man. He's got a wife and kids. And it's only during the summertime that he's got the free time to devote to actually trying to get a world record.
So you're just insinuating that Billy Mitchell is in fact human, and he doesn't need to practice like the rest of the gamers in the world.
Billy Mitchell is great, but I'll tell you who he's not. He's not Don Hayes. That man is an android. He can play anything, anytime, and get a new record.
That's great. Do you think you're going to get a game or two in?
I'm going to get a game or two, and I'm going to play a little bit of Kong, see how I do. I'd like to get something close to my personal best, 550. I doubt that I will, but I'm going to go ahead and have fun at it. And I really hope that my son Isaiah and I can get a new mark on joust doubles.
Great. Yeah, and congrats on that record, too. That's
Thank
great.
you.
How cool is that to have a world record with your son?
That's
gotta
awesome.
Be exciting.
Great feeling. It's a great feeling.
Thanks, Steve. Great to see you.
Josh. All right.
There you go. Steve Wiebe pose. We want photographs of this. This is epic. Okay, take your
King of
pictures,
Song.
everybody. Snap 'em.
The king of song.
Start snapping some shots.
Michael Stroger here, president of the Steve Wiebe fan club, along with Vice President Josh Alessander. We are here at the Kong Off, Steve, and we're about 5 hours into play. How do you feel so far?
Feeling pretty good. At a game, I had about 500,000 on my first man almost, and then I just lost 2 quick lives, and then 100,000 later, I was over. So that was a good start, but I just have to finish the game. You know, if I can play strong all the way through and get to the kill screen, I'll put up a good score. That's what I'm hoping to do next game.
That was your best game of the day so far?
Yeah, I've played 3 full games, and just haven't quite got over that hump. You know, that once I get over that hump, it can get up there in the 900,000s, and I'm thinking over $1 million would be a good post, and see if it holds up.
How do you feel about the new younger competition that's coming in here? Not just, not Billy Mitchell, Hank Chen, but some of the new folks to the crowd.
It's great. There's some great players. I saw Eric Howard's kill screen game. He played great. Another player I've met I think he's 20 years old. He's from Canada, Vincent LeMay. And so that's great to see some new blood in here, and it keeps the competition going and keeps Donkey Kong alive.
Who scares you the most out of all these guys?
Seems like Hank's got ice in his veins right now.
He's leading the pack today so far,
Billy's,
right?
If he keeps at it, I know Billy's going to bust one. So, and these new guys, anybody could crack a game. It's just one game. That's all it takes. So anybody's game still.
Since last we spoke with you, you've achieved the world record, and of course it's been beaten by Hank Chen. We talked on our last interview with you about the other games, Donkey Kong Jr. Did you actually throw the board in once you got the Donkey Kong record, or just been practicing Donkey Kong?
Yeah, just Donkey Kong, and then once I got that, I was tired of playing, so I just didn't play anything for a while. And then Hank came around and beat it, so I can never get on. Like Popeye is another game I wanted to get to, but every time I try to relax, and there's another Donkey Kong record set.
Now, we're here on the East Coast, and you live on the West Coast. Has jet lag been a problem today for you?
Not really. It's hard to say. I'm just wired up, and it's hard to get relaxed. But I'm not going to blame it on anything. It definitely would help if I was, woke up in my own bed. But I'm not going to. I felt fine. I was ready to play, so hoping I can have a good game still.
As much fun as all this is, all these competitors, with 10 plus guys out there now who are capable of kill screen and Donkey Kong. Did you ever just miss the days when it was just you and Billy, just kind of going at it, or?
Yeah, it definitely was when there was just 1 or 2 guys going at it. It definitely was more relaxing. You didn't have to fear all the other field of competition, but this makes it more exciting, of course, to have all the people that are playing nowadays.
Did you participate in any? They had some other little challenges going on, like a first to round 5, things like. Did you participate in any of those?
Sprint to round 5, and I think I came in 5th.
Well, thanks very much, Stevie. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Rest of the we got another day to go for sure. Another night to go. So we got lots of Donkey Kong to go.
So it's not over
yet. Kong off with Vincent LeMay. How have you been doing so far today?
I've been doing good. I had some bad first game, but I did 742,000. It's pretty good, but I will do more in the next game.
Okay. Yeah, 742 so far. Your MAME record.
Yeah.
Is you typically play in MAME, correct?
Yeah, only yeah.
Okay. Your MAME record is 1,050,200.
Yeah. Ironically it's the same score Billy got back in the days when he beat Steve Wiebe. Yeah.
Excellent.
I think it's pretty cool.
You're the youngest
Yeah.
competitor here. You're 20 years old,
Yeah.
correct? Youngest by far, actually.
Who's the second youngest?
I believe, what, is it a 29-year-old, I believe, somewhere?
He's old.
But, yeah, so you're so being the youngest one here, is there anybody in the Donkey Kong world that you look up to? Any of these guys you kind of view as a mentor at all?
I'll always say Dean Saglio because I learned everything I know today. I learned it from him because I watched him a lot on Just on the TV. He streamed a lot. He always streamed his game. So I kept playing because of him, and I'm improved. And right now I'm good.
That's good. This might be the same question in some ways, but out of all these guys out there, all 11, who do you fear the most?
I would have said Steve Wiebe, but he didn't get good games so far. He's not bad. I'm not saying that. He's good, but he didn't get any luck. But I would say Dean. I think you. I will name another person than Dean because I always say Dean. I will say. I know that Billy Mitchell can put a game like that, and Steve also, and Hank. Yeah, Hank. My final answer is Hank. Yeah, Hank is good. Yeah.
Of course, we're playing today on the true arcade machines, but do you think more credit should be given to the MAME scores?
I understand why there is not a lot of credit to MAME score because it's not as nostalgic. Yeah, you can play it at home on your couch and everything, but yeah, Donkey Kong MAME should have also more credit because it's totally the same game. Played in a different way, but it's the same game.
When you play the MAME version, do you play on a keyboard or do you play in a cabinet or?
In fact, I've always played with a keyboard, but recently someone named Robert Feinstein built me a real Donkey Kong control panel to help me for my preparation for the Kong-off. He is also a Canadian, and as a Canadian, he wants the other Canadian to do well. So. That's good. Thanks to him, yeah.
Well, that's excellent, man. Hey, we wish you luck.
Yeah.
And you still got a lot of time to go, and you're doing well so far, but we know you can do even better.
No, I'm not doing well. More.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, it is getting pretty late here at the Kong-off, and it seems as of right now history seems to be repeating itself, and we have kings bowing to the Emperor of Kong or Dr. Kong, or some people even just call him Hank Chen, who, as we all know, you have what, the 2 top scores technically on Donkey Kong?
I don't think so. I think yes.
I mean, since you broke your
the record
own
board. Yeah, I thought you meant here. Yeah,
no,
okay.
The Twin Galaxies.
Yeah.
You have 1,068,000.
Correct.
And then today you're leading the Kong-off.
Correct.
Right now with what do you have?
981.
981. Okay, so you're winning in basically everything you've done so far.
Right.
And plus you debuted your movie.
Yes.
So it's been a good Hank Chen weekend so far, wouldn't you say?
so far so good. I think we're going to debut it again.
Did you feel, honestly, coming here, did you feel like real heavy expectations because you are the leader? Did you feel like everyone was was gunning for you?
I felt like I had to put out at least one big score, and I've accomplished that. I was hoping it'd be over 1 million, but I think at least it proves to the public that I can play in a live setting. So, even if that was my high score for the weekend, I'd go home happy, whether I win or not.
Do you feel like this whole weekend for you, I'm sure you were excited about it, but do you feel like it was almost like a lose-lose? Just because you were in the catbird seat when it all started, you almost had nowhere to go but down.
Right. It in a way, you're right. I only have the world record to lose. I had nothing to gain. I mean, I guess winning the Kong off would be an additional credit to me. I could also push up my own world record, although it's probably unlikely. I think that score I put up at Fun Spot, that's pretty much near the max for the way I'm playing. So I'm gonna have to change my strategy a little bit to score higher.
You hear the number 1.1 kicked around a lot, and a lot of you guys are close. What do you think the ceiling is? Do you think there's like a mystical number out there you can reach for?
I think the ceiling is about 1.2 million actually. 1.1. I mean, for me, I think that's probably about the score that you can get somewhat consistently without relying on too much luck. I think scores beyond 1.1, it requires a good amount of luck. So especially for something like a weekend, I think it'd be foolish to aim for more than 1.1 million. I think there's still ways to go before we hit a ceiling on Donkey Kong, but I don't like to rely too much on luck, so I'd rather be in full control of my scores. So I'm aiming a little bit lower, and I mean, so far it's working.
It's more than just obvious that you have a lot of skills as a gamer, you know, above a level of most people. But why Donkey Kong? Is it because you love that particular game, or is it because it's such a coveted record, or both?
Well, it was Donkey Kong. I initially chose Donkey Kong because of the King of Kong. I watched King Kong, and that's what got me interested. But after I started playing, it was because of the game. I mean, I like that game for a lot of reasons. It's not pattern based. It's more sort of concept based. You have to learn some concepts and apply them to different situations. Because even though past level 5 in Donkey Kong, the boards play the same, they repeat themselves, but everything is random. The way the barrels come down is random. The way the fireballs behave is random. The way the pies come out is random. So it plays differently every time. So it keeps me interested.
Have you thought about doing any other games? A lot of Donkey Kong guys play Donkey Kong Jr. Is there any other games you've thought about branching out to?
I might be the only, well, between Billy, Steve, and I think I'm the only one that hasn't kill screened Donkey Kong Jr. And actually Mark Hill now. Mark Hill has kill screened both Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. So I guess of those four, I'm the only one. I've tested the waters on Donkey Kong Jr. It doesn't appeal to me as much because it's a little bit less random and more pattern based. So I feel like I'd get bored of it pretty quickly. And plus the point pressing on Donkey Kong Jr. is really boring too. So
about Donkey Kong 2 or 3?
Donkey Kong 2, same thing. It's more of a linear game. So again, that's less appealing to me. And Donkey Kong 3, I don't know, it doesn't appeal to me either. So the short answer is no.
Real quick, there's a lot of young guys in there, a lot of different, a lot of new names.
Yeah.
You are the champ, and I foresee you being the champ for a while. But who out of there, well, maybe 1-2 guys, are you most impressed with and think have a real legitimate shot at taking the championship?
I think Dean has the MAME world record, which is actually significantly higher than the arcade world record. I think, and he's adapted pretty well to joystick, so I think he's one to look out for in the future. He's just need to get his hands on an arcade cabinet, and if he gets his hand on an arcade cabinet, I think the score is gonna drive me to improve.
You have 897,000, I believe, on MAME. Have you thought about pushing that up at all, or do you have any interest in doing that?
Not really. That score is somewhat sentimental to me because that was my first kill screen actually, and that was. When you watch the replay, I'm like, is that me playing? Because it's been a while. That was in literally my first 3 months of playing, and I've improved so much since then. But that score is somewhat sentimental to me, so I don't think I'm gonna push it up. I could probably spend a weekend and get 1 million on MAME, but I just kind of want to leave it there.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
But that about wraps us up for this episode here at the Kong Off in New Jersey. For Nicholas, thank you, Hank, very much.
Very welcome
for doing it.
Good luck too. I know you're not done.
Oh yeah. One more game for tonight.
Darn, that was kind of awesome.
That was awesome.
Was it worth the wait, Mike?
Oh, for sure, for sure. Hopefully, there will be like another DVD.
Ooh. Oh man, I didn't even think about that.
Or
did I?
Special edition.
I think something. I
Greedo
smell
shot-
something coming in the future.
Greedo shot first.
Do you?
You saw it here.
Do you smell what the Nick is cooking?
I don't think that's what he's cooking.
Oh, oh. Well, anyway, we wish you could have been there, Mike, because it was a fun weekend.
Yeah, really bummed.
No,
Yeah,
that
it was awesome.
It was
This is
killer.
almost as good as being there. So what about the results?
The Emperor of Kong, Hank Chen, who is the current world record holder in the game, stayed on top this weekend. No world records were broken, but Hank Chen threw down 994,400 points, the highest score at the Kong off. Steve Wiebe, who is second place on the TGI standings, stayed in second, or got second, I should say, at the Kong off as well. And we'll give a shout out to Eric Howard. Actually threw down the very first kill screen of the weekend, and stayed in third place with that score for the entire weekend. So
Awesome. Hanks was a kill streak also, right?
Hanks was a kill streak with 994,400 points. Yes.
Wow.
Hank Chen was cool too.
Oh,
that dude was like
such cool guys, and
they all were. They were
amazing
really,
competitors
really
too.
Cool. Yep.
And so these guys all have so much skill.
Yeah,
they
I
really
know.
do. I mean,
I learned a lot that week.
Getting to watch these three guys, Bill Mitchell, of course, Dean Saglio, Dave McCrary. These guys have great, and everyone has their own little nuances. It's really interesting to be able to watch all these guys. And for the people I didn't mention, all 11 of these guys
Try harder.
definitely.
Just kidding.
All 11 of these guys have mad Donkey Kong skills, and I mean the race for the King of Kong is far from over.
No,
it's far from over.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, gentlemen. It's a marathon.
But yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of things returning,
What day is it?
it's Wednesday.
I wasn't asking, I was telling. What day?
Oh yeah, return.
Oh.
Yeah, return. Good call. Yeah. What day is it? Back by popular demand.
Well, back by demand.
By extraordinarily popular demand. What day is it with a very special guest? We're not
Beyond special.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you
I
because
thought you were going to say Beyonce for a second.
Beyonce Day.
Hey, if she changes her name, guess who we getting?
Yeah, might be 4 answers on the show next time. Waiting on that name change, Beyonce. Till then, the game show about yours and everybody's 3 favorite video game personalities. What day is it?
One of these 3 lucky contestants today can win a grand prize package on What Day Is It? And here's your host, Josh Houselander.
Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm Josh Houselander. Welcome to the second edition of What Day Is It? The game show where the answer to every question is either Walter Day, Phillip Day, or Shovel Day. This, of course, referring to Twin Galaxies founder Walter Day, former Galaga champion Phil Day, and former Red Wings All-Star goaltender Tim Shovelday. Here's your contestants this week. We have returning Ed Zaharski, Bubble Bobble Plus champion and also known as the Paris Hilton of competitive gaming. We have NES and Super NES enthusiast Kate Hernandez with us today. And in this special edition of What Day Is It? We have the man who is the answer to roughly 1/3 of the questions on today's show, Phil Day.
Means I should at least get 1/3 correct.
Perhaps. Let's start the show, everybody. Buzz in. Once I'm done talking, you can buzz in. 100 points if you get it right on the first try. If someone gets it wrong, you will have a chance to get it right on the second try for 50 points. That's in the first round only. Let's start. This day is the least likely to be wearing several layers of clothing. Ed.
Walter Day.
Wrong. Anyone else? Phil.
Me.
Correct! Yes, Walter Day is known to wear several layers of clothing regularly, and Tim lives up in Saskatoon where it's very chilly. Number 2. The only day to currently have a first-place Twin Galaxies world record. Ed.
Walter Day.
Correct. He still holds the first-place world record in Magic Town, an old pinball game. This is the only day who is currently in the United States. Kate.
Phil Day.
Correct. He's sitting right next to you. That was a pretty easy question. Yeah, obvious. This is the only day to not have a Facebook fan page. Phil.
The hockey guy.
No, that would be Phil Day.
Oh,
He does
right.
have a Facebook
Yeah,
page.
I did have one, but I got rid of it.
But
Damn it!
no fan page. Where's your fan page, Phil? I'd like that stuff in a second, man.
Well, once Andrew got the world record, I thought there was no point in having a fan page proclaiming to be...
Throw it out, right?
Had to go.
Yeah, there are several Tim Shovelday fan pages, and of course Walter Day.
Well, I knew Walter Day had one. I thought maybe the other guy didn't have one because he wasn't very well liked or something. I don't know anything about him as a hockey player. I don't know.
This is the first of the 3 days to get a trading card. Ed.
Walter Day.
Wrong. Kate.
Phil Day.
Wrong again. Although Phil Day and Walter Day are both being talked about for Twin Galaxies trading cards, Tim Shovelday had trading cards way back in the early 90s when he was playing with the Detroit Red Wings. This day shares a common name with a critically acclaimed documentary filmmaker. Ed.
Walter Day.
Wrong. Kate.
Phil Day.
Correct. The other Philip Day from the UK is a Peabody Award winner. He's come out with such movies as Ancient Plastic Surgery and Vanished from Alcatraz. This is the only day to have ever owned an arcade. Kate.
Walter Day.
Correct. Walter Day, of course, owned the original Twin Galaxies back in Iowa.
I keep thinking these might be me, and I'm thinking, have I ever owned an arcade?
This is the only day to currently have an arcade cabinet in his home. Phil.
Walter Day.
Wrong.
Damn it.
Kate.
Phil Day.
Wrong again. Phil Day no longer has his Galaga machine. He gave it to his brother-in-law, I believe.
No, he bought it off me.
That works too. Walter Day got rid of all his video games a few years back. Tim Shovelday has several video games in his home, especially Street Fighter II being his favorite.
God, I knew that.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
This is the only day that you won't find wearing a referee's uniform. Ed.
Tim Shovelday.
Wrong. Kate.
Phil Day.
Correct.
I've never worn a referee
uniform. Yeah, Phil does not wear referee uniforms.
Listen to the questions.
Tim referees a lot of the local hockey games for the youth in the area. And of course, Walter Day would be wearing a referee uniform. It's what he's most famous for. Last question in the first round, everybody. When it comes to the creation of books, that is not how this day spends his nights. Kate.
Phil Day.
Wrong.
Bummer.
Ed.
Tim Shovelday.
Correct.
All right.
Walter Day is writing several books right now, and Phil Day is a book publisher. That's the end of round one. See you after these commercial breaks.
Don't you wish you could just hang out with Walter Day all day long? Well, now you can with Our Day with Walter Day DVD. Are you just sick and tired of your DVD collection that the case just won't open? Well, when you add Our Day with Walter Day DVD to your collection, it will open easy as pie. Our Day with Walter Day DVD and the best of Season 1 of the Twin Galaxies show. It includes the full Walter Day extended interview with 20 minutes more that's not found on the web, interviews with Steve Wiebe, Hank Chen, and much, much more.
None other than Billy Mitchell, who ran the Twin Galaxies arcade.
Not only will you get hours of entertainment with this DVD, the Walter Day DVD also can be used as a coaster, can be used in the kitchen, a shaver, you can use it as a symbol, a frisbee for the kids. What's really nice about the Our Day Walter DVD case is that in an emergency you can use it as a cold pack. When the kids make a big mess, that's what's unique about Our Day with Walter Day DVD, is that it is very super duper duper absorbent, just like your other paper towels. Our Day with Walter Day DVD is compatible with your PlayStation 3, your Xbox 360, but is not compatible with your Sega Dreamcast, your Nintendo Wii, not compatible with the Nintendo Entertainment System, not compatible with the Super NES, not compatible with the Atari 2600, and will not work in your Nintendo 64. Our Day with Walter Day DVD and this best of Season 1 of the Twin Galaxies show is now available at www.twingalaxies.com.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. We're done with round one. It is now time for the new edition to this episode. It is the trick question round. Double points in the trick question round for everybody, but only one question will be asked. This day controls the time. Ed.
Tim Shovelday.
Wrong. Kate.
Walter Day.
Wrong. Phil.
Me.
Wrong.
What?
The answer is Morris Day controls the time. We also would have accepted daylight savings time.
What a jinx. I can control the time.
Contestants, everybody. On our left, we have the former Galaga champion and number 2 still in that spot, Phil Day. Phil, we hear you have a blog going right now.
Yeah, I started up a blog, Bonus Life Extended Play, just interviewing. Lately, it's starting off, it's mostly been retro gamers, but I want to broaden that out further. But just basically short articles, almost essay-like in structure, just talking about like things within gaming that often I feel a bit overlooked, that can be discussed a bit further. You know, the more analytical aspects of gaming. You know, the sort of things that aren't often discussed. Not just who's winning or who's better, but actually how games operate, and you know what sort of procedures people might do to sort of try and get those scores, or not even always about scores, but other things as well.
Sounds excellent. Where can they find that on the internet?
I have no idea how the internet works, really. It's a myth to me. It's all magic fairy stuff. But I think if you go, it's on Blogger. So I don't know. What do? I think if you go to Facebook, you'll find it on My Connection. But maybe you can go to Bonus Life Extended Play, and if you just put that and hit return or something, maybe Google will find it. I don't know how else you do it. I mean, I really don't. I use the internet. I'm not that backward, but I really don't know. Is there more to it that I don't know about? And I think it's on a blog site. That's all I know. I don't know what you're supposed to do.
Steve Jobs, everybody.
Yeah, Steve Jobs. I'm sure you can find. I also have a Twitter for it as well. So,
they'll find it, I'm sure.
Someone will find it. People have found it.
In the middle, we have Kate Hernandez. She is, like we said before, an NES enthusiast. And I believe, Kate, you and I have something in common. You, too, host an internet podcast.
Absolutely. It's Detroit Gravity Radio.
Can you say that again?
do you have a way to possibly get us there a little better than Phil described?
Well, unlike the fairy dust that he just used to describe his blog, you can find us every Thursday night at 8 o'clock in the afternoon or in the evening at www.groudy.com.
Groudy, correct?
That is correct, Josh.
That's no different than what I said.
And, of course, returning to this episode, last episode's champion, the Paris Hilton of competitive gaming, Bubble Bobble Plus champion, the Paris Hilton of competitive gaming himself, who now fancies himself a competitive eater. Isn't that right, Ed Zaharsky?
Not yet. I'm headed in that direction.
Right on. What do you got in front of you tonight?
Some sort of chocolate cake.
What was in front of you?
Yeah, that was full when the show started, I believe.
That is correct. Pretty good.
Right
too
on.
bad.
You want to tell us some of your other eating exploits?
My record currently for wings is 55 boneless wings at B-Dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings. A few days ago, I ate 3.5 pounds of cheesecake. It was a pretty good snack. And then, of course, I had some B-Dubs afterwards. But, yeah,
Didn't you eat that
big
big cheeseburger?
Oh, a cheeseburger, nothing, no.
No, you ate that super giant one.
Oh, the Central City Diner, yeah, that's like a 1 3/4 pound burger with bacon, a special large bun, and a side of fries.
And you get a shirt, though.
Yep.
You should wear the shirt to prove it.
I should.
It is now time for the lightning round. Scores as of right now going into the lightning round are Phil Day with negative 50 points. Kate Hernandez with 150 points, that's actually positive, and our returning champion Ed Zaharsky with negative 50 as well. Let's go into the lightning round. We will only get one chance. No second chances in the lightning round. We're going to go awfully fast, so stay with it. Just like the first round, but it's as fast as lightning. This day is currently making tracks from Ottumwa to India. Ed.
Walter Day.
Correct. This day was the busiest goaltender in the NHL in 91-92 season. Kate.
Shovel Day.
Correct. What the hell? Just like Avril Lavigne, this day was born in Canada. Ed.
Tim Chevrolet.
Correct. This man was born and raised in the United States of America. Ed.
Walter Day.
Correct. This day is quite the cat lover. Phil.
Me.
Correct. The only day that is currently married. Ed.
Tim Chevrolet.
Correct. This day lives the closest to the Ivgoth. Ed.
Walter Day.
Correct. This day is currently pursuing a music career. Kate.
Walter Day.
Correct. This day is briefly played for the Boston Bruins. Kate.
Shovel Day.
Correct.
Oh my God.
That does it for the lightning round. Now it is time to get ready for the last day. This will be the last question of the night. You guys can make your wagers on the paper in front of you after I give the category. The category for the last day is going to be the nights. I mean, the days. The days is the category. Now it is time for the last day question. This is the day that lives the closest to the NHL Hockey Hall of Fame. Okay, the answers are ready. We'll start with Phil Day. He was in third place with negative 50. What was your wager, Phil?
All minus 50 points.
You wagered all of your negative 50 points. Okay, and what
it's
answer?
Me.
You are correct. Phil Day does live the closest.
Because I live in Toronto.
It is quite an artist conception as well.
That's got all
So
the
that
detail.
brings your grand total up to negative 100 points for the What Day Is It program. Next, in second place, we had Kate Hernandez. She had 350 points. What was your wager, Kate? 80,085 or 330, I see in the bottom.
No.
330 and a cat. Okay, 330 points and a cat. And what answer did you come up with, Kate?
The wrong one.
Walter Day is incorrect. I'm sorry, Kate. That brings your total down to 20 points, and I'll be taking your cat home with me. But you are still in second place over Phil's negative 100. So, for the win, who currently leading, first place, our returning champion, Ed Zaharski, with 550 points. How much did you wager, Ed?
200.
200 points. And what answer did you come up with?
Phil Day.
Phil Day, bringing your grand total for today up to 750 points, which brings his 2-day total up to 2,000 points. Congratulations, Ed.
Thank you.
You are once again the champion of What Day Is It? Now, it's time for me to ask you, what day is it?
If you'd like to be a future contestant on What Day Is It and going to be in the Detroit metro area, send us an email at twingalaxiespodcast@gmail.com.
Well, that was a great episode of What Day Is It? It was cool that Phil came in and...
Yeah, it was good to see him.
Yeah, it was.
Good to see him in person.
Yeah.
You're back. That's good.
Yeah. It went good. I got the perfect game.
Oh, cool.
About my fifth try.
Congratulations.
Yeah, but there's a loophole. I'm a Twin Galaxies employee, so I can't win $1 million. Same if you're with Sony or Xbox or 2K Sports, you can't win. So
That doesn't seem fair. I'm quitting. I'm going to quit.
You can go for the, are you going to quit and go for the $1 million?
So I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes.
All right, cool.
Wow, we'll miss you, buddy.
We can play on Xbox or PlayStation 3?
Probably Xbox.
Xbox? Okay.
If anyone's looking to replace Mike Janae on the Twin Galaxies show, please shoot us an email at...
this podcast at tgi-mail.org. So for my former host, Mike Janae, my other host, Nick Houselander, Josh Houselander, I'm Michael Soroka. pick up that controller and play. We'll see you next time.